Hi Sam. Are you ready to learn a new German word today?
Yes, I am. What's the word?
Today, we're diving into the word.
Wert.
It means value in English.
Value.
That sounds interesting. Are there other meanings?
Yes, there are a couple. Besides,
Value.
it can also mean,
Worth.
and in some contexts, it can refer to.
Merit.
The most common is definitely.
Value.
Just be careful, it might be confused with similar English words like,
Wert.
which is an old form of.
Wäre.
Got it. So how do you use
Wert.
in a sentence?
Great question.
Wert.
Is a masculine noun, so it uses the article.
Der.
The plural form is.
Die Werte.
You could say,
Der Wert des Autos ist hoch.
meaning the value of the car is high.
And how do you say that in the past?
In the past tense, you'd say,
Der Wert des Autos war hoch.
for the value of the car was high. And in perfect, you would say,
Der Wert des Autos hat hoch gewesen.
but it's more common to use the adjective form,
Why is that?
because we often focus on the value being high or low instead of just stating it.
That makes sense. Is there an imperative form for
Wert.
Since
Wert.
is a noun, it doesn't have an imperative form. But if we talk about something like to value, which is,
Wertschätzen.
we can say,
Schätze den Wert.
meaning value the worth.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Now, let's talk about the word's history.
Wert.
Comes from the old High German word,
Wert.
which also meant value or worth. It has evolved through the centuries but kept its basic meaning. Isn't it fascinating how words can carry their essence for so long?
Wow, that is interesting.
Let's break down the word. We have the root,
Wert.
which means value. It doesn't have a prefix or suffix, so we can't split it like that. However, it's important to remember that it's quite straightforward in its meaning.
That's simple enough.
Now, let's look at some similar words. For example, with the prefix
Wert.
theirs,
Wertschätzung.
which means appreciation. And then we have
Wertpapier.
which means security in finance.
Interesting. What about suffixes?
A good example with a suffix is
Wertlos.
meaning worthless. Then there's
Wertsteigerung.
meaning value increase.
So, all of these words are related to
Wert.
Exactly. You can also find
Wertvorstellung.
which means value concept, and
Wertmaßstab.
meaning value standard.
This is a lot of information. Can you give me some real-life situations where I could use
Wert.
Sure. Imagine you're at a store buying something expensive. You might say,
Was ist der Wert dieses Produkts?
meaning what is the value of this product?
Let me try.
Was ist der Wert dieser Uhr?
Perfect. That means, what is the value of this watch? Another situation could be discussing investments. You could say,
Der Wert meiner Aktien ist gestiegen.
which means the value of my stocks has increased.
So I could say,
Der Wert meines Geldes ist gestiegen.
Exactly. Just make sure to say,
Geldes.
in the genitive case.
and what about using it at work?
You could say,
Wir schätzen den Wert der Zusammenarbeit.
meaning we value the importance of collaboration.
I'll give it a go.
Wir schätzen den Wert des Teams.
Nicely done. Now, let's talk about memory hints for the gender. As a masculine noun, you might remember it by thinking of the value as something strong and solid, which fits with
Der.
That's a good tip.
Also, the ending can give you a hint that it's masculine. And remember that
Wert.
is usually more formal, especially in business contexts.
I see. What are some common phrases that use
Wert.
You might hear,
Den wertschätzen.
meaning to appreciate the value,
Wert auf etwas legen.
meaning to place value on something, and
Von Wert sein.
meaning to be of value.
Those are really useful. Are there any similar words that people often confuse with
Wert.
Yes, people sometimes mix it up with
Wertlos. Wertvoll.
which means valuable. Just remember,
Wert.
itself is neutral without those additional meanings.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now, let's check what you've learned. What's the meaning of
Wert.
It means value.
correct? What's the plural form?
Werte.
Great. Can you give me a sentence using
Wert.
in the past tense?
Der Wert des Autos war hoch.
Right again. What's a related word with a prefix?
Wertschätzung.
Excellent. And what's one way to say to value in German?
Wertschätzen.
Yes. You nailed it. To summarize, today we learned about the word,
Wert.
its meanings, uses, and related words. Keep practicing, and you'll be using it fluently in no time.
Thank you, Alex. This was really helpful. I'm excited to use
Wert.
in conversation.